Yeah, as you can see, Raw is definitely playing in the background. But okay, I'm gonna be real with y'all. This Raw really did exhaust me. I'm flat out tired. This 3 hours was really hard to get through. But I'm gonna make this brief. There was really nothing enthusiastic about this Raw. It was a drag, completely dragged on. I didn't care about much of the matches. I know they're trying to set up for Fastlane, but good gravy. There wasn't really anything to look forward to. Now, for the tag team match, and some of the matches actually did change out of the blue. I don't understand why. For the tag team match with the women, we had Bayley versus Sasha. I mean Bayley and Sasha versus Charlotte and Dana Brooke. Dana got replaced with Nia Jax. And I actually did see her Twitter feed, and everyone was harping on her. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of jabbed at her too for her falling on her face last week. But now after seeing her Twitter feed, I kind of feel a little bit bad because she's getting a lot of heat for not being a great wrestler, even though she's not that bad. It's just she was brought up too soon. She didn't have a chance to develop her character. Even though Emma is back, they're not pairing with her, and she actually had a lot of confidence in NXT, but she doesn't have that anymore, and they're pretty much sucking that dry. But other than that, they switched the match at last minute. They had Nia Jax and Charlotte going up against Sasha and Bayley. And honestly, y'all, good gravy. I don't know what to say about Nia. I hate her, and I think that Mimi was talking about that on Twitter. And honestly, I kind of agree with her that she needs to have a wardrobe change. She looks like she's wearing a garbage bag. And she's a very beautiful woman. She's a very strong woman. And honestly, no doubt in my mind, she's lost weight. It's just that uniform, that attire makes her look like a garbage bag. It doesn't compliment her figure at all. But other than that, it was just random, man. There wasn't really anything special about it. It just felt like that these matches were all thrown together, that there was no purpose for it at all. The main event made no sense. Why have a main event signing when it's just going to be an outside brawl? It made no sense, honestly. Now, there were two big moments of the night that I was kind of waiting for. I was kind of waiting for the response of Beth Phoenix being in the Hall of Fame. Now, I have my own personal thoughts about that, and I'm probably going to do a separate video on that altogether. But I will say that it was nice to actually see that the Green Bay crowd actually was okay with Beth Phoenix being in the Hall of Fame. Like I said, I have my own personal views on it, but that's going to be a separate video itself. Now, when it comes to the Green Bay crowd in general, there are times that wrestling fans disappoint me and make me want to hang my head in shame. Because there's always a few dicks in the crowd that has to literally do those dumb CM Punk chants every single time. I would love for somebody to literally throw a can of beer at them every time they make that chant so they can shut up. Seriously, he's not coming back. He doesn't care about you. He never did. And he's not going to step foot back in that ring. Ever. Get over it. All I know, y'all, is that with the whole thing with the tag teams and the cruiserweights, as much as I love me some Jack Gallagher, they're not having enough time in the ring. Even though Jack Gallagher and T.J. Perkins did everything they could with that match they had against Neville and Eric Nese, at least it had a lot longer than the first cruiserweight match, and that's supposed to be a legit feud between Akira Tozawa and the Brian Kendrick. There's supposed to be a feud going on between them, and that match was extremely short. The cruiserweights should not be there at all. Like, seriously, they should literally be on SmackDown at the beginning of the show. Just like how they're supposed to be advertised. It shouldn't be on both Raw and SmackDown. They're not doing anything for Raw. Or Raw's not doing anything for them because they're not allowing them to fly. At least they were fast paced with T.J. Perkins and Jack Gallagher's match. At least they were fast paced. But good gravy, man. This was a really tough Raw to get through. I'm flat out exhausted. And they really need to do something about this. They got Fastlane, which is the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania. And they got to have a build not only for Fastlane, but also for WrestleMania. And they're not doing a good job. Now, I know that JBL says the third hour is the most expensive hour. And it's probably because of how much they get paid up front by advertisements. Because I have noticed that the third hour is a lot more advertisements than any other than the first and second hour, and that's probably the reason why that they're not giving it up, because they get more money up front from the commercials than they do from the actual content and quality of the content of the third hour. Man, this is getting hard to do, and that's the reason why I don't necessarily do a lot of Raw reviews, because it's not really much to talk about, and it really isn't this time. And I mean, and for those who are pissed off about Beth Phoenix, I feel you. I do. I really do. And as much as I don't want to necessarily make my own comment here, because I'm going to make that a separate video, I'm going to say I feel you, but then I understand why they didn't do it. But I'm not going too much into that. But overall thoughts of this Raw was this. Good grief, it dragged. It was so hard to watch. I was more entertained by doing the live tweeting than I was the entire show. The build-up for Fastlane is not all that great. Sure, Samoa Joe was there. He came out and he fought and they talked and everything. Not even Triple H could save that segment. Seriously, the crowd was getting bored. Seth Rollins didn't know what else to say. It was bad. This was not a good Raw at all leading on up to Fastlane. And Fastlane is in a week. They really do need to straighten this up. But other than that, y'all, I'm done. I'm exhausted. I'll talk to y'all later. Let me know how you feel about this Raw. Peace out.